Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Rune Cheburek in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now this thing is on sale this week. I've never customized this car before ever in Grand Theft Auto Online. It looks like a lotta. And anyway, we're going to hop right into this customization and see just what we can do to this thing. I've heard it has a lot of customization, so I'm interested to see. We're going to start off with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on that. The race brakes, of course, we got to go for those. For the front bumper, we do have quite a few different options. We have a cardboard bumper. That is something that I've never seen on any car in GTA. We have the classic bumper without any rust, which is, it's actually a little bit different than the regular stock bumper. We've got a lot of different options here. I like the look of the tuner bumper a lot, so I'm gonna go for that. I like that a lot. The cardboard bumper, of course, we got that, the classic bumper and the retro bumper. I think we're probably going to go for either the classic or the retro. I think we're gonna go for the classic though. I like the look of that a little better. For the engine, we are going to go all the way up on that. For the headlights, we can do half covered or full covered. Not a fan of that. We have cardboard vents that we can add onto this thing, that's interesting. We got the sport hood, we have the race hood as well, the carbon race hood, we have the tuner hood and the carbon tuner hood. We're going to go for the regular tuner hood. It looks pretty good. We'll do that. For the headlights, we are of course going xenon. For the livery, we have the classic stripes livery, we have the crimson star livery, the hard base, the prolapse, the atomic tires livery, the Fukaru tires livery, the Tinkle mobile livery, the Cherenkov vodka livery. That's kind of cool actually. The rusty prolapse, the rusted, and back to stock. I am kind of a fan of the classic stripes, honestly. I feel like those do look pretty good. What else do we have here though? Let's see. Kind of want to go for something a little bit exciting, but not too exciting. So I'm thinking maybe the hard base. It's not a bad little livery. It adds something to the car, that's for sure. I think we're gonna go for that one. I do like the look of that, so we'll do it. For the mirrors, of course, we can go for the plastic fender mirrors, or we can go for the primary. We'll go primary on those. I feel like it looks better in primary. Yellow on black for the plate, of course. Now for the respray on the car, it does look good in an ice white. Of course, those stripes are black. I do feel like bluish silver actually looks quite good on this car. Let's actually go ahead and equip that for the primary and the secondary real quick. You know, I don't hate the look of that. It does look pretty cool. What else can we do here? We do have all the reds. Candy red looks kind of cool. We have orange, of course we have yellow as well. I feel like it looks good in like kind of a bare color, like just kind of a basic color, you know. For the interior, we are gonna go just black on that. I think it just looks pretty good. And I like the blue silver, so I think we're gonna keep that for right now at least. As far as the roof goes on this car, we can add a cardboard vent, we can add the roof rack, the small luggage, the loaded luggage, the vortex generators as well, the window louvers, and of course the primary roof splitter. Let's go for the roof splitter just for something a little bit different. You know, the louvers almost look okay, but they just don't. So we'll just keep it with the weird little wing. We will add the tuner skirts on. Those do look kind of cool on this. For the spoiler, we can add the cardboard spoiler. That is kind of tight. We have the tailgate spoiler, the mid tailgate spoiler as well. We have the sticker bomb tailgate spoiler, the tall tailgate spoiler, the tuner spoiler. Tuner spoiler honestly looks pretty good. We got the racer spoiler, the primary rally spoiler, or the secondary rally spoiler. That is not where I was expecting that wing to be, but that's where it is. That's kind of cool. Let's go for the mid tailgate spoiler. I like the look of that. It looks pretty clean. Not too much, going on with it. It looks pretty good. For the suspension, of course, we can slam this thing right down to the ground. We're going to do that. It looks really, really good. Raised transmission, we got to add that. The turbo as well, for sure. For the wheels, honestly, the stock wheels like kind of work with this car a lot, but we will go into the street category and see if there's anything that we can find that works just a little tiny bit better. There's nothing that I'm really seeing that I love the look of on this car, honestly. Maybe within something like, maybe in the sports category we can find something. I feel like these rims don't work with it though. They're too like nice looking. Maybe in the track wings we could find something. I'm not really sure what I want to go for here. Honestly, the split star looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go for these on this car. I feel like those look really nice with this vehicle. Of course, we can do them in black, we can do them in stone silver, or even frost white. You know what? I actually don't mind the look of frost white. I think I'm gonna go for frost white. I don't usually do white rims, but I think they look kind of good. Bulletproof tires, we got to add those. For the windows, we got to tint those all the way out as well. And that's pretty much it for the customization part of this review, and customization obviously. We're going to take this thing down to the ground and we're going to do a sound test on the car now, and then a full review after that. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's take a listen to the Rune Cheburek. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, it sounds extremely basic. There's nothing special here when it comes to that. Now the Rune Cheburek is rear wheel drive. I can tell you that right off the bat, just based on how this car launches. It's rear wheel drive for sure. Now the Rune Cheburek, I have heard very good things about this car, and of course this week it's on sale for, I believe it's close to 50% off. If not, it is 50% off, which is that's a good discount on anything. And it turns the Rune Cheburek from, I believe, $140,000 car into a $70-ish thousand car. So that's a pretty good discount, no doubt about it. And I definitely say that you know, for that type of a price, you really cannot go wrong with the car unless it's an absolute just heaping pile of shit. But it does not seem like the Rune Cheburek is that. This thing actually seems to have relatively good performance for the money. I'm impressed with this car so far. I'm impressed with the look of it. I'm impressed with the acceleration. I'm gonna see if I'm impressed with the handling here as well. The rear end of the car does like to drift out on you. It does like to step out, but it's not the end of the world. That is not necessarily uncontrollable. Actually, I would say that it is quite controllable. You can get it back, you know, into your hands, into control, very, very quickly with this car, and very easily as well. So the Rune Cheburek, honestly, I'm a pretty big fan of the handling of this car so far. You know, so far so good. We'll see if we can make it around this corner at full speed. We of course can. Starts to drift, but I can get it back quite easily. So I'm a fan of how this thing handles. It feels really, really good to drive. I feel like it could potentially be a pretty good drift car as well. But I don't know, you know, for 100% certainty on that. It does feel really nice though. It feels very light. I'm pretty sure that this is, you know, a lighter car. I think, like I said, it's based off of a Lada in real life, so not exactly a super heavy automobile. Man, it feels really good. Coupled with the acceleration, you know, the handling is quite good. I mean, I think that this is honestly a very solid car for the money. I'm actually quite impressed because this thing is a lot of fun to drive. It's got good customization. The handling is decent. The acceleration is decent. The only thing that's probably a little bit weaker is the top speed, I would go ahead and assume. I think that I could assume that, you know, quite easily just based off of, you know, what the car actually is. I don't think it's going to have a crazy high top speed, but the acceleration and the handling are both very good. So as far as I'm concerned, that's really what counts for a car in GTA Online. I mean, you know, having a nice high top speed is good, but it doesn't really matter most of the time. So you know, I would not shy away from this car if you're scared of it having a slow top speed. The acceleration is quite good and the handling is quite good, and those are the two probably most fun aspects of a car in GTA. So, you know, this thing nails them both right on the head. It looks pretty great in my opinion as well. The customization options were quite nice, and overall I'd say that I definitely recommend picking this thing up regardless of if it's on sale. If it is on sale, I'd say definitely get it. If it's not on sale, I'd say still probably get it. You might just have to wait a little bit longer. So that's pretty much it for the Rune Cheburek customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.